Hello YouTubers, welcome to another episode of Reef Kingdom. This is going to be about plumbing, some do's and do nots, some tips. This is for my 30-gallon reef tank. It's going to be some simple ways how to plumb, some things that things I wish people would have showed me first before I plumbed. I used to just have a hose on my return pump and that was it, just feeding into my tank. But I decided to get a little fancier. So I'm going to start with just showing you what I did for my outlet here in the beginning. It's just some simple slips. These are nice because you don't have to have you don't have to cut a bunch of little pieces between them and shove them together and then shove the normal 90 degrees onto them. So now you can just insert it right into the 90 and then the 90 right into the pipe, and then you can also have this, you can twist it, do whatever. There are some things I wish I would have done, like stick a check valve here. Those are very helpful to stop siphons. I recommend that you get the Y check valve. It looks like like a Y. And then the nice thing about that check valve is it has a nice little top you can unscrew and take out the actual block inside of it and clean it so it doesn't get dirty, so you can constantly reuse it. Unlike where I was at, I wasn't able to find any PVC check valves at Y. It was all brass, and you don't want brass for PVC for a saltwater tank or any fish tank. So that's the beginning. Just a simple elbow, the bottom there, and it just leads to my union. Okay, but so in the first place, what you want to do when you glue these together is draw nice little lines when you dry fit it. And then when you dry fit it, draw with the lines there, and then when you glue it, put it in there 45, so you turn it all the way here, and then give it a nice twist as you glue it in. As it gets glued in. Remember, you need primer, which is the purple stuff, and then you need glue, which is the white stuff that goes on the primer, and you want to make sure you do both of those. You can't just do one. Now to get more of the tricky stuff is where I wish someone would have informed me more about. The unions are great. You know, these are great things to have. You literally just screw it on to the end there. That's it. You just screw it in there, and then you can actually then before you get it tight in there, you can actually angle it. So you see what I'm saying? You can literally angle it to however you need it, twist it, and now it's tight and sealed, and it's not going anywhere. So if you wanted your T to be angled a little funnier, or if you accidentally screwed up the gluing, then you can just angle it to fix it. Or what's even nice about the union is that it comes apart, so it's easier to take off your tank if for maintenance, or if you're moving the tank, or you're having to cut this piece off. You could just cut here, but a piece that would coupling, and then you just have you still keep all this, because this can get expensive, because this is about $5. This is another $5, a couple, $3, $4 here, you're $15-20 for this small part. So it's kind of expensive. So when people talked about, it's not onto the ball valve, these are useful for making back pressure, but from when I'm watching that, this is in the wrong spot. I should have put a ball valve right here, because now all the water is going to shoot out and go out to the side. So this is pretty much just wasted. So when you do this, all you need is a ball valve here for the outlet, because this is going to be going to my my media reactor, and flow into that. I'm going to take this back off and show you some other things, because you don't always have to glue this stuff together. You can also do a PVC thread, which I'm going to show right now, right after I screw this, so I get the other crap out of the way. So the threaded, you can either go male or female, so just screw into each other. It's pretty simple. You want to make sure you have PVC tape as well to wrap around the insides. So you want to make sure that's flat. I'm actually going to do this because I haven't finished this plumbing yet. So I'm going to show you how to wrap it. And this is the ball valve that it's actually going into. So you make sure it's flat. You put it on the end right there, and you just go around it. See how it fills it in? That's just to make sure none of the water leaks out, and it also fills all the gaps. You want to make that nice and tight there. And just break that off there. And then on the inside, you don't have to fill any of the inside in there. And then you just give it a nice, remove the excess, or finish wrapping it so it's not in the way. And then you just, and then you twist it in there so it's really tight. And that's it. That's really all it is. It's really simple. Now the problem with this one is also another thread on the other side. So what you would need is a coupling, or a thread to slip a street, or whatever that's called, adapter. And you just thread this in on this side. And then when you cut an extra piece off to do things like this, to adjust it, you see when you cut it, you get these little frizzies. They are not good. They don't seal right then, and what you'd want to get those off with is a piece of sandpaper, as us. So, and just sand it all off. This is 600. It's really fine. It's not really what you prefer to use. You want a little thicker stuff, like a 300, a little more grit to it, 400 even, probably just fine. See how it's really not doing the correct job. But so you want to get on the. So the nice thing about sandpaper instead of the sand blocks is that you can actually get it in there and get the stuff out from the inside, not just the outside of it. That's my preference over the sand blocks. And then of course you glue it. You know, you prime, glue, put it in there, and that's it. And that's it, just like that. So now what you have is when the water comes out here, you create back pressure, and the back pressure will allow to force the water back through here and up through the exit. So do you see how this is completely useless? So do not stick this there. That's a waste of money. That's pretty much it for the simple plumbing. So that's it. Thank you for watching Rig Kingdom. Please subscribe, leave comments of your own mistakes so other people can improve and adjust. Like I said, this is pretty simple. If you have bigger tanks, you know, great. It's a lot more complicated. You need a little more PVC than this. You probably need a couple more T's with other filters, depending on what you run. Okay, so thank you for watching Reef Kingdom. Remember, leave comments about, even if you don't like the video, tell me how I can improve it. It would be much appreciated. Well, thank you very much for watching. Everyone have a great day.